guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Job 1 to 6, Proverbs 10, and Psalm 15. Let's get started. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was blameless and upright, one who feared God and turned away from evil. There were born to him 7 sons and 3 daughters. He possessed 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 female donkeys, and very many servants, so that this man was the greatest of all the people of the east. His sons used to go and hold a feast in the house of each one on his day, and they would send and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And when the days of the feast had run their course, Job would sit and consecrate them, and he would rise early in the morning and offer burnt offerings according to the number of them all. But Job said, "It may be that my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts." Thus Job did continually. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. The Lord said to Satan, "From where have you come?" Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking up and down in it." And the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, who fears God and turns away from evil?" And Satan answered the Lord and said, "Does Job fear God for no reason? Have you not put a hedge around him and his house and all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hand, and his possessions that have increased in the land. Stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will curse you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that he has is in your hand, and only against you do not stretch out your hand." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. Now there was a day when his sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house. And there came a messenger to Job and said, "The oxen were plowing and the donkeys feeding beside them, and the Sabaeans fell upon them and took them and struck down the servants with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped, tell you." And now he was yet speaking, there came another and said, "A fire of gold fell from heaven and burned out the sheep and the servants and consumed them, and I alone have escaped, to tell you." While he was yet speaking, there came another and said, "The Chaldeans formed 3 groups and made a raid on the camels, and took them and struck down the servants with the edge of the sword, and I have learned how to escape, to tell you." While he was yet speaking, there came another and said, "Your sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house, and behold, a great wind came across the wilderness and struck the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young people, and they are dead, and I alone have escaped, to tell you." Then Job arose and tore his robe and shaved his hand and fell on the ground and worshipped. He said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." In all this, Job did not sin or charge God with wrong. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them to present themselves before the Lord. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where have you come?" Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and from the earth, and from walking up and down on it." And the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, who fears God and turns away from evil? He still holds fast his integrity, although you incited me against him to destroy him without reason." Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "Skin for skin, all that a man has he'll give for his life. And stretch out your hand and touch his bone and his flesh, and he'll curse you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, he is in your hand, only spare his life." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord and struck Job with loathsome sores, and from the sole of his foot to the crown of his head. And he took a piece of broken pottery with which to scrape himself while he sat in the ashes. And then his wife said to him, "You still hold fast your integrity. Curse God and die." But he said to her, "You speak as one of the foolish women that speak. Shall I receive good from God, and shall we not receive evil?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. Now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that had come upon him, they came each from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite. They made an appointment together to come to show him sympathy and to comfort him. And they saw him from a distance, they did not recognize him. And they raised their voices and wept, and they tore their robes and sprinkled dust on their heads toward heaven. And they sat with him on the ground 7 days and 7 nights. And no one spoke a word to him, for they saw that his suffering was very great. After this, Job opened his mouth and cursed the day of his birth. And Job said, "Let the day perish on which I was born, and the night that set a man is conceived. Let that day be darkness. May God above nor seek it, nor light shine upon it. Let gloom and deep darkness flame it. Let clouds dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify. At night let thick darkness seize. Let it not rejoice among the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Behold, let that night be barren. Let no joyful cry enter Let those who curse you curse the day, who are ready to rouse up Leviathan. Let the stars of his glory be dark, let hope for lie, and I have none, nor see the eyelids of the morning. Because you did not shut the doors of my mother's womb, nor hide trouble from my eyes. Why did I not die at birth, come out from the womb and expire? Why did the knees receive me, or why did the breast that I should nurse? For then I would have laid down and be quiet. I would have slept, and then I would have been at rest. With kings and counselors of the earth who rebuilt ruins for themselves, with princes who had gold who filled their houses with silver. Or why not as a hidden stillborn child, as infants who never see the light? There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary are at rest. There the prisoners are at ease together, and you hear not the voice of the taskmaster. The small and the great are there, and the slave is free from his master. Why is life given to him who is in misery, and life to the bitter in soul, who long for death but it comes not, and dig for it more than hidden treasures, who rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they find the grave? Why is life given to a man whose ways sin, whom God has nurtured in? For my sighing comes and set my bread, and my groanings are poured out like water. For the thing that I fear comes upon me, and what I dread befalls me. I am not at ease, nor am I quiet, and I have no rest, but trouble comes. No relief has the team, and I answered and said, if one ventures a word with you, will you be impatient? Yet who can keep from speaking? Behold, you have instructed me, you have stricken the weak hand. Your words have upheld him who was stumbling, and you have made him firm to feeble knees. And now it has come to you, and you are impatient, it touches you, and you are dismayed. Is not your fear of God your confidence, and the integrity of your ways your hope? Remember, who that was innocent ever perished, or where the upright calf? As I have seen those who flow iniquity, and so trouble reap the same. By the breath of God they perish, and by the blast of his anger they are consumed. The teeth of the young lions are broken, the strong lion perishes for lack of prey, and the cubs of the lioness are scattered. Now a word was brought to me stealthily, and my ear received the whisper of it. Aiming thoughts from visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on me, which made all my bone dread came upon me, and trembling, which made all my bones shake. The spirit glided past my face, the hair of my flesh stood up. I stood still, but I could not discern its appearance. A form was before my eyes, there was silence, and I heard a voice. Can mortal man be in the right before God? Can a man be pure before his Maker? Even in the Sabbath he puts no trust, and his angels he charges with error. And how much more those who dwell in houses of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, those who are crushed like the moth. Between morning and evening they are beaten to pieces. They perish forever without anyone regarding it. Is not the tentacle plucked up with them? Do they not die, and that without wisdom? Corner, is there anyone who will answer you? And to which of the holy ones will you turn? Surely vexation kills the fool, and jealousy slays the simple. I have seen the fool taking root, but suddenly I curse his wrong. His children are far from safety. They are crushed in the gate, and there is no one to deliver them. And the hungry eat his harvest, and he takes it even out of thorns. And the thirsty pant after his work, for affliction does not come from the dust, nor does trouble sprout from the ground. When a man is born to trouble, and sparks fly upward. As for me, I will seek God, and to God would I commit my cause. Who does great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. He gives rain on the earth and sends waters on the field. He sets on high those who are lowly, and those who learn are lifted to safety. He frustrates the devices of the crafty, so that their hands achieve no success. He catches the wise in their own craftiness, and the shames of the willing are brought to a quick hand. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope at noonday as in the night. They takes the needy from the sword of their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope, and injustice shuts them out. Blessed is the one whom God reproves. Therefore despise not the discipline of the Almighty. For he wounds, for he binds up. He shatters, but his hands heal. He will deliver you from 6 troubles, and 7 no evil shall touch you. In famine he shall redeem you from death, and in war from the power of the sword. He shall be hidden from the lash of the tongue, and shall not fear destruction when it comes. At destruction and famine you shall laugh, and shall not fear the beasts of the earth. And you shall be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with you. You shall know that your tent is at peace, and you shall expect your fold and miss nothing. You shall know also that your offspring shall be many, and your descendants as the grass of the earth. And you shall come to your grave in ripe old age, like a chef gathered up in the season. Now this will you say, it is true, hear and know it, for it is good. And Job answered and said, "Oh, that my vexation was great, and all my calamity laid in the balances. Well, then it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words have been meshed. Well, the arrows of the Almighty are in me, and my spirit drinks their poison. The terrors of God are arrayed against me. Does the wild donkey bray when he is cross, or the ox low over his fodder? Can that which is tasteless be eaten without soul? Or is there any taste in the juice of the mouth? My appetite refuses to touch them. They are food that is loathsome to me. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would fulfill my hope. Oh, that it would please God to crush me. He would let loose his hand and cut me off. This would be my comfort. I would even exult in pain unsparing. No, I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What is my strength that I should wait? And what is my end that I should be patient? Is my strength the strength of stones? Or is my flesh bones? Have I any help in me when resources driven from me? He withholds kindness from a friend, forsakes the field of the Almighty. My brothers are treacherous as a torrent bed, as potential streams that pass away, which are dark with ice, and where the snow hides itself. And they melt, and they disappear. When it is hot, they vanish from their place. The caravans turn aside from their course. They go into the waste and perish. The caravans of Tema look. The travelers shudder hope. They are ashamed because they were confident. And they come here and are disappointed. For you've now become nothing. Nothing. You see my calamity and are afraid. Have I said, make me a gift, or from your wealth offer a bribe for me, or deliver me from my adversary's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the ruthless? Teach me, and I will be silent. Make me understand how I have gone astray. How forceful are your upright words, and what does reproof from you reprove? What do you think that you can reprove words when the speech of a despairing man is wind? You would even cast lots over the fatherless and bargain over your friend. And now be pleased to look at me, for I will not lie to your face. Please turn, let no injustice be done. Turn now, my vindication is at stake. Is there any justice on my tongue? Can all my play discern the cause of calamity? Proverbs 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is a sorrow to his mother. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. Wise and heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. And whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes a way quickly will be found. Whoever wins the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will come to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offences. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod for the back of him who lacks sense. The wise will lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin. A rich man's wealth is a strong city, and the poverty of the poor is their ruin. The way to the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. Whoever heeds instruction is on the path to life, and he who rejects reproof leads others astray. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever utters slander has a fool. Is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, and whoever restrains his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, the heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous speak many, and fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he has no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, and wisdom is a pleasure to a man of understanding. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous will be granted, and the tempest passes, the wicked is no more. And that the righteous is established forever, like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, arrows and sluggard to those who sin. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. The hope of the righteous brings joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The Lord is a stronghold to the blameless, but destruction to evildoers. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not dwell in the The mouth of the righteous will bring forth wisdom, but the last will be cut off. And the lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. The false pattern. Psalm 15. O Lord, who shall sojourn in your tent? Who shall dwell in your holy hill? He who walks blamelessly and does what is right, and speaks truth in his heart, who does no slander with his tongue, and does no evil to his neighbor, nor takes a reproach against his friend, in whose eyes a veiled person is despised, but who honors those who fear the Lord, who swears to his own hurt and does not change, who does not put out his money at interest, and does not take a bribe against the innocent. He who does these things shall never be moved. Now that stand, I shall now do the Lord's prayer. Please bow your heads, our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.